I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project!
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would... Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contacting me to declare... Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here today. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. 3 key items they are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm...
Only sufficiently large pieces of plastrite, or specifically, vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. They are as indispensable as the... Although these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question. I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find. And in addition, the first you may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer.
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyue Harbor's development plan for next year...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless. Whoever gets to... Haha, what a coincidence! I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about...
No. We better move quickly, or the...
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is...
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested? Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
Really? Ooh, then Paimon will ask you about... Then we'll never be short of more...
Of course. But how much information I share with you... The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person. Remember, this is a race against the clock. A rare opportunity present...
Ningguang seems super busy. Come on, first we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh? Look! It seems like there's something kind of fishy going on over there.
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. As it happens, we have some information about the materials.
No.
Don't be like that. Why don't you stand... Oh, right, yeah.
Did you hear that? They said they had some useful information! Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out. Huh. They're not here. Let's keep looking.
Well, don't worry. We're not bad guys. You give us some more...
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the what?
So what? She's loaded. How...
I've already told you. I don't need... If you still can't grasp that...
Come on, ma'am. It's not about whether you need the info or not.
I won't...
No more excuses! Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Lee, then Shinyu at kiosk, then Wanmin restaurant. Say, how could you afford to be so wasteful?
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor. But here we are.
Boss, I'm telling you, something's not...
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her forever.
Oh, you again.
The Millilith? What are the Millilith doing?
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent...
No, don't.
Shenhe,
Shenhe?
my name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe.
I've heard about you two before. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his
This is Liyue Harbor.
laws. No,
Really?
that would be my stomach growling.
She's so on it. Wait, that's right. Then of course you're still hungry.
Chingson, Glaze Lily.
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. Let's take Shenhe. After all, you... Do you think Shenhe... It seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't...
Are you here to buy some herbs?
Chingson, Glaze Lily, and Violet Grass, please.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in...
Thank you.
She's really eating them!
My hunger has... rather awful. Though they were not completely devoid.
So, how come you chow down on these and barely touch the restaurant food? If Paimon had enough Mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest restaurant in town and order a whole table of food!
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious, but should I return to the mountains, yearning for the food here shall only pose an obstacle to my continued spiritual development. Sampling each dish in order to appreciate its taste is enough.
Return to the mountains! That proves it! Paimon knew she was an Adeptus!
Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot! We came out to take part in the Rebuild the Jade Chamber competition! And now we're probably super behind because we've been held up for so long.
I see. I heard something about the contest when I was passing by.
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang any question. Were you interested in the
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no intention of joining a contest. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my...
Wow! But having an Adeptus help out will make things a whole lot...
Then let's not delay.
Great!
I am not sure. We simply need to
Veto!
Really? But I...
Look, we want to win the Sunset Vermilion Night, Wonder Course, and Adept...
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there.
Baiju? What are you doing?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so...
Huh? How come Lady Ning...
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe... Oh, and she also
No, we've...
Ah, the variety... As far as the
Okay then, let's go... Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome.
Master Xingqiu,
Oh? Why do I detect an urge?
the guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Everyone's... Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master.
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time being.
Understood, Master Xingqiu.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today.
Xingqiu, have you ever...
Oh, I see. So you've an...
As well?
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some suns. We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction. And a lot of interested parties have already come to us. At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing...
500 million?!
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother...
But... without it...
Don't panic. I don't suppose you...
Who?
Sea Gazer was once very close.
Yes, precisely. According to records of drifting cloud after Sea Gazer passed. Luckily, I came into possession...
That's great! Wouldn't it be a little...
You needn't worry.
Open-minded.
Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then, let's go.
Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have...
Okay, we will... Let's see. Xingqiu said it should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed it, we can inspect the...
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around. Hey, look! Is that a new Sealy over there? The Sealy got to here and then to... What? Oh, so many
I believe this is... With any luck, the sunset...
Really? Look, and now that Paimon takes a closer look...
These are not real clouds. If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism.
All right, then let's...
I sense the presence of... This time, why not allow me to take care of this? Unleash! Manifest!
Whoa! We're gonna fall! Is everyone okay? We're gonna fall. This time, we're really gonna fall. Luckily, there was a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very differently. Hey! That Sealy's on the move again. Let's catch up with it. Something looks different about this stone wall. Let's take a closer look.
Take your true form! My will embodied!
Look, over there! Could that be the sunset vermilionite? It's so huge. That's true.
Prostrate doesn't float until it's activated, only after being.
Wow.
Only because I don't care for her stories most.
Hold on, if we activate it here, but if...
Don't worry. I can.
Are you sure?
Please don't worry. My sake.
That's... You gotta be...
I'll go on ahead.
How is Shenhua able to carry that huge rock all by herself? Huh. Adepti super strength much? We can't slow down yet. Let's go meet her at the building site.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's gotta be one of those Adepti, surely.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing.
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply... I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilion...
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhua and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper.
Okay then.
In truth, if everything goes... As a side note... Now, please...
Shenhua! Just now on the way over, pretty much...
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? Whenever...
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an Adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm...
Yeah.
But I am not...
Shenhua?
I'm fine. I've been exerting my... No need.
You can't do that. When you're hungry, you go eat some...
Okay.
Great!
Hi there. Since this was chosen, so
Great!
one of your rooms is here. Your key.
Shenhua, you should... Paimon's gonna go... Let's buy one for Shen...
All right. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door. Mm-hmm.
Hey! Isn't that clever? Let's go and...
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along quite well?
So far, so good.
Naturally.
Cool! So, calling her Shen...
Her adept on this
Oh, right. What? You knew already? So is Paimon the only one who...
Do you mean to say that she presents different...
Well, to start with, her problem solving...
Ah, yes. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. Inside was Shenhe. Then aged around 6 years old.
That sounds...
When one arrived, she had already... That she one dealt...
In other words...
Not necessarily.
That's still...
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering. Indeed. However, Mooncarver was... Red rope... It is only by...
Oh, now Paimon gets...
Huh. Ningguang one... If she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. But if she does not, the Adepti shall not... Let us conclude our conversation here for today.
So, Shenhe isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up around the Adepti.
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take.
Oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you. On top of the... After all... It's okay. The fault... Still, for this, I am very grateful indeed.
To be fair, we've met our fair share of real adepti, too. Anyway, now it's settled. From now on...
Got it. Although I don't know quite...
Great! Well, but before we... After all, sunset... Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhua. Try it! They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Look! The Jade Chamber is floating into the sky! But it seems to be tied down by something.
That's because it's not finished.
Hey, Bywin! And hey, Beto! And hey! Person Paimon doesn't know?
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced. Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground level. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and the remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tethers and allow the Jade Chamber to rise to its target altitude.
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
One moment, I'll be right there. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch.
Beto? You're joining the Jade Chamber contest too?
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of sunset vermilionite on a voyage a while back, so I figured I'd bring it over.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're not the only ones who managed to get a hold of it.
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler.
Shenhua. I am their... friend.
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as I like to say, a mate of a crewmate is part of the crew. Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling that we will get along very well indeed. To be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to acquire a specimen of the plastrite required. Fortunately, it was approved for submission, despite being a little on the diminutive side. Wow! So it looks like the 3 of us are competitors now! Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you competing as well?
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help her win.
In that case, I have a proposal to make. Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, there are 3 teams here. We can split the prize between us. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together. Sounds great, but how does that change things exactly?
I think I see where you're going with this, Miss Yun. The plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all three of us managed to get our hands on it. The two remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other two can hop. How'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
Huh. Interesting approach.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first. I have some leads on these wonder cores. From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the—
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
Wonderful. We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings all of us a step closer to victory. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Okay, let's go! By the way, what question are you gonna ask Ningguang, Yunjin? I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment, so I would like to hear her. Ooh, what's the opera called? Paimon went— The opera is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular— It's called The
Ah, hello. Are you here?
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering if you'd heard of something called—
Of course I have. Sorry, who's asking?
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that you—
Yunjin? Stage use? Oh, so you must be— Sorry. My brain's finally caught up. It's not you. So, you're here to ask about wonder cores, huh? As it happens, I do know the types of ore needed to make wonder cores are a little hard to come by. Lady Ningguang—
No, we were gonna ask you what kinds of ore we need.
Sure. Well, you'll need two kinds. Star Splinter Iron and Subrosium. If I remember correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her Star Splinter Iron from the Mount Tianheng area. They say it resonates with— It could take some work, but if you stick with it, you'll find some eventually. I'm really not sure. Sorry. What I've heard is that the people around Mount Tianheng have some sort of magic trick. Of course, it's probably just hearsay. If you want—
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the story of the divine damsel— I hear the view there is quite spectacular. Perhaps it can give me some inspiration. I came to Mount Tianheng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these— No wonder the legend of the Divine Damsel of Devastation— The Divine Damsel of Devastation is your upcoming opera, right? What's the story about, though? It's the story of a girl becoming a Cool! A hero story? They're Paimon's favorite! The legend first arose in this area. In that village, there was a loving couple who were complete. The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. The vile and vicious monster told the villagers, if you— What a nasty piece of work! Ugh. But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village were terrified. Just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster— No! Don't do it, little girl! Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcism. Her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the adept, and so, destined to grace the mortal—
I really like this story, but I personally think that perhaps the little girl was— I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
I've never considered— Opera is always an interpretation. When my father wrote the script for this play—
I think—
Well, it sure inspired Paimon! Oop. There should be enough star splendor iron. Now we just need to find that Subrosium.
I think I saw a village on our way here. Master Zhang said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there?
Hey, there really is someone here. Yunjin, looks like you were right. Excuse us, sir. Huh. He didn't seem to...
Hello, sir. We were just passing by and wanted to ask if you...
Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Shenhua, Yunjin.
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's...
Shenhe.
Shenhe. You're alive. I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Subrosium. But I think this place is deserted now. No one ever comes here. See?
Huh? You know this guy, Shenhua?
Thank you, kind sir. Don't worry. Mingjin has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. She'll be quite safe.
Okay, then let's see what we can find in this village.
A reward on the road.
Huh. What's this? So, now that I think about it, she does behave rather like an... So that's why I've been getting this according to this text. And she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to the... Oh, the truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as people think. It wasn't her choice to enter that ghastly situation. Oh, it looks like my father may need to make... So it seems that Shenhe's father thought he was summoning a benevolent deity using a magic incantation. But in fact, he summoned an evil god's remains, which took the form of a monster. His obsessive yearning for his deceased wife led to a terrible tragedy. The villagers moved away in fear. Still, I do wonder what...
We've looked everywhere, but still no mention of Subrosium. Let's have a look over there. So basically, we need to go to the middle of the lake south of Mount Tianheng at dusk, and we'll find us some Subrosium. Let's go back and tell Shenhua.
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by. I never imagined it was you. I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual. I had plenty of chances, but I couldn't. I bring flowers back here every year. And each time I wish I had a chance to apologize to you.
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way. There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love. Nothing.
Do you still hate him?
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not, the truth—
It must have been so tough for you all these years.
Shenhe, we're back!
Oh, then I will leave you all in peace. Shenhe, I'll tell you more about the old times next time.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhe, look! This tells us how to find Subrosium. All we got—
Let's go then.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Just now, in the village, we found your father's diary. It turns out that many of the details—
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character is standing right here in front of me, I cannot simply dismiss your lived experience.
It's okay. I like your version.
But,
My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can truly be— So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and protect others. But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue.
Don't worry. In fact, I think maybe you—
Shenhe! Yunjin! Cut the We can't let someone else beat us That's everything we need! Let's head back and report in!
Oh.
So,
This is some top quality ore. Guess now it's my time.
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing? I ran into a bit of a brick wall on my end. Suling's never seen a Wonder Core before, and says it'd take a lot—
Leave the Wonder Cores to me. I'll work on them while you go up. Don't worry.
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the adept—
I'll sort that out.
Oh?
Yes. I have been training with— When we first met, I told you. In fact, I came specifically to— Master also said she hoped that maybe it won't work for me to stay—
Without knowing the ins and outs of you. But now that our paths—
Thank you. So, Master Zhang—
Fine by me. I'm actually curious to see how the Adepti—
Whew. The sigils are ready.
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Great! Let's go submit them before someone else gets— Ningguang's little secretary! We found all the materials!
Oh, all three of you. The Wonder... I hereby announce...
What? It's over already? So close, but so far.
I'd like to invite our 3 winners to please proceed to the Jade Chamber, where
Huh? Where's
Captain Beidou has some business to attend to. She will...
Alright then. Guess we'll head... This has been a...
Combine the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Thank you all for your work.
Yeah!
Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement.
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your opinion.
The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I proposed that we stage... The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city.
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then I will prepare my props and other articles shortly. Please...
You're quite welcome. It's truly...
A traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, I'll be leaving now. Do come and see my play when the time comes.
You're next. What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your brother's whereabouts. Please, don't waste your...
Wow. You're a mind reader, Ningguang. Oh well.
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. Capital, connections, sensitivity... If you want to know how to make money, I will honor our agreement and give you an answer.
Wow. Paimon hadn't even...
Your question was written all over your face. Now look. You helped me rebuild the Jade Chamber, so I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek a...
Great! So next time no more questions from us. Shenhe, you got a question?
Me?
Yes, this was a group effort.
Thank you. But I don't have any...
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, just don't waste it.
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in Liyue Harbor?
Now that is an interesting question. Liyue Harbor is very inclusive. As long as you respect the rules here, you will not be... So, the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of belonging.
Huh.
Yes. To become fond of a place, to feel part of it. Perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced here. Or perhaps you enjoy the atmosphere of Liyue, and you will become accustomed to it. In short, everyone needs a reason to stay. I hope you can find your...
I see.
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet. I'm a little later than expected.
Come on, Beidou! It's your turn! Do you have a quick...
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I'm... Ningguang, don't forget what we talked about. It's not gonna be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it on their own.
Don't worry. I have made preparations. The wound dressings are ready.
Glad to hear it. What?
Beidou? Ningguang?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform and looked down upon Liyue. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow would be seen in all 7 nations of My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not only out of consideration for I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, and I hope that you can all witness it with me. Let the Ascension ceremony commence! Right on cue. The Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming!
Beidou sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it! Well, let's go fetch the Adepti!
No. In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone!
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
What are you doing here?
We can't let you be the only one taking this risk!
I hardly see this as a great risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already badly injured. Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
We'll help too!
Obey!
Shit! From whence you came!
Prepare to be blown away!
Cryo Incarnate! Manifest!
Shadow Raven, let night fall! Obey!
Swift and merciful! Spirit Blade! Attack!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Huh? Do you...
She's getting away! Shouldn't we go after her?
This place is unstable. It is too risky to continue. I'm just a little exhausted. Otherwise, fine. I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me. Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like that, she'll likely seek refuge somewhere.
How did things go underwater?
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't...
Good. So the crisis has been safely averted.
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyan Stone Forest and the surrounding waters have returned to normal.
Thank you. How are the
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared and Lady Keqing's command, our losses were minimal. Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady for her help. On behalf of the entire Millelith, thank you for your service.
Great. Then next time I watch Miss Yun's opera, I'll be able to take the compliments. I wasn't trying to be a hero, though.
Let the soldiers recuperate, but don't let your guard down. If she returns with a vengeance, we must be prepared.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well, things would have hardly gone so smooth.
That I do not deny. However, final victory was always going to be ours, even had things been a little more arduous. If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong Ballista, and find oneself compelled to admit that you have evidenced some degree. You have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. This is considerable progress compared to the last time. Hence, on balance, one finds your performance during this trial satisfactory enough. But there will no doubt be further trials to come in the future. Do not suppose that one will not...
While the position of Tianquan remains mine, I will always ensure...
Shenhe, one saw you secretly venture out from the mountains a few years ago. And notice the... Hopefully this trip to Liyue Harbor has been a different experience.
Yes. I can't explain it, but I feel happier than I expected.
Good. Traveler, please take good care of Shenhe. She is a dear child. In fact, one has many fond memories of Shenhe's childhood that she may be interested to hear.
There'll be no...
Oh. Fine. Since you care not to listen, One shan't be telling you. One shall be going homeward now.
Please, have a good rest. Come to the Jade Chamber. We must celebrate both the completion of the Jade Chamber and the fact.
Wow! Everyone's already seated! It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber.
All of you here are my distinguished guests. I am determined that each of you, those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses, but it is far from the only one.
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here. I've never missed any of Miss Yun's performance. I hear she's going to perform the divine...
Hey! Look! Miss...
批冠到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
What did you think? Personally, I thought I sang.
It was beautiful.
It was wonderful. Also,
you're welcome. Thanks to you, the divine damsel, the play has an ending, but life goes on. I believe you will.
Thank you. I think I've found the opportunity.
Ms. Yun, here you are. Huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The divine damsel herself. And look who else we have here. Let me pull up a chair. All right.
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink.
Uh-oh. This feels all too familiar. Shenhe's back to her.
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.